Got some pre-workout snacks here. Just a couple of these. But so it is day 28 on this cut. And I just got back from the doctor's. Chest day too, by the way. And so when I was talking to my doctor, I was like, hey, so this doctor is the one that was with me through my whole case with my ankle and my nerve damage. And I explained to him what's going on with my calf. And he's recommending cutting back on hiking, lifting, cardio. So what happens is the nerve that I have damaged in my leg is the one that runs here down in the front of your shin bone to around your foot, like around that ankle part into your foot. And so the issue is, he can already tell. So I have lack of muscle on this side in this area. So that being unstable and everything that's going on, this calf has to make up for that, because now that calf doesn't have my leg doesn't have that stability stuff inside my ankle, and I'm not gaining muscle right in here that helps, like, all that stuff. So my calf has to make up for it, and so my calf is working overtime to keep up with my left calf, and so that's what's causing all the pain. And he went in there and he just says, I have a lot of deep tissue issues, so I need to start getting like maybe some deep tissue massaging, and I just had to cut back on my lifting because my body just does not like it. But that's if I just don't want to be, if I just want to be in less pain. He's like, you're not going to hurt yourself. You're not going to, he's like, I recommend you not going for 1,200-pound leg presses anymore, and try not to go for that 600 plus deadlift you want to go for. Don't do that stuff anymore. But like, he's like, you have a pretty good amount of muscle on you. So he's like, I would just focus now on getting your fat loss under control, lose the fat, and just stay where you are. Like, don't push yourself even more. And on top of it, because he's like, you're not going to hurt yourself, but you're just going to be in a lot of pain. And so on top of it, he's taking pain medicine away from me because the states really are really harsh on doctors that give out pain medication. So like hydrocodone, for example, and that's what I take to help me be able to push myself and not be in pain when I'm pushing myself. So he wants to eventually take that away because the state's pressuring him to. So I'm not going to have that pain medicine to really help me going forward. So he's like, you got to tone it back a little bit. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Or I'm just going to have to deal with the pain. So it's one of those things where it's like, I'm going to be in pain. I'm just going to have to deal with it if I want to keep pushing it. So, but he said, you're not in risk of hurting yourself. I mean, he's like, maybe eventually once you get up there in those heavyweights, and you might blow out your left side because your right side is so weak that the left side's like, I got to do all the work, and then it just blows out. But so he recommend, like, still go heavy and push yourself, but don't go too crazy. But I don't know. We'll just see. We'll just keep seeing how things go, and maybe I'll just stay in this safe zone with legs and stuff like that going forward. He recommended no squatting, but I don't know. We'll just see. We'll see how things go. But anyways, so let's go in there and hit chest. Let's go in there and get a good chest workout in, and pretty much it. Everything else is, I guess, is going the best that it can. So it's like, I probably won't be able to get that job now because of his recommendations and all that stuff. Like, he was telling me that the nerve damage I have and the things that I have wrong with me, he truly believes people like me should be on disability. Even though I'm in here throwing as much weight as I am, he's like, in a few years, you might be way worse where you might not even be able to walk hardly. That's just what we don't know because of the nerve. Like, the nerve damage is so bad. He's like, I shouldn't even be where I am right now. But it's just one of those things where it's like, it's working for me now, pushing myself, but it might not work later. So I don't know. I guess we'll just kind of see how it goes and just keep at it in the gym, keep losing the fat, and I think I'm pretty good where I am muscle wise. I don't feel like I want to put on any more muscle. Like in some areas, I want to put more muscle on, but like my legs, I feel like are pretty good. My calves, I don't need more muscles on my calves. Maybe my shoulders, chest, maybe forearms a little bit. But other than that, I think I'm good. Like I don't need to go too crazy. So I want to be healthier and just physically look good, physically feel better. That makes sense. But today's plan is just go in there, do. I guess I don't really have a plan, but other than I just want to go do heavy pushing and then light squeeze movements and then call it a day and maybe do some cardio on the bike. I might do some cardio on the bike, just light intensity, nothing too crazy, and just get the blood flowing in the calf. But and that's what he recommended. So he recommended not doing crazy hikes anymore. Just straight walking or just not even really walking on an incline. He said I prefer you not to walk though. He said I prefer you to do the seated bike and to get weight off of your calf and your legs when you're doing cardio. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll probably just sit there and play the Nintendo Switch while I'm doing cardio. But not the best news that I wanted, but also not the worst of news. Right? Could have been way worse. It could always be worse. That's what I gotta think is like you pray and hope for the best and or for like the most amazing outcome, but then it's like but then when it's like not the most amazing outcome, but then it's also not the worst outcome, that's all you really can like that you can't beat that, right? You can't really be sad and mad about that. But yeah, enough talking. I'm gonna finish my little snacks here. These little high chews, they're pretty good. I like little high chews. And then let's go ahead there and get started with chest. Are you gonna do one more set after this, or just want me to stay up this way for me to do this? Okay. Help. You gonna just let me die? No. Alright, let's get the light squeezy movements and pump it. One last one. Let's go ahead and call it. I think it's going to be time to switch up our routine as well. So I think I'm going to go with an upper and lower split with rest days, just so I get more recovery on my calf and leg. But let's go check how we're looking. To see how I'm looking. So I haven't really weighed myself. I don't know when I should weigh myself. Should I weigh myself? What's tomorrow? Maybe I'll weigh myself tomorrow, Wednesday. I don't know. We'll just kind of see. We'll kind of go with it. Let's get this off real quick. Can you take it off of that? I still got to go do some cardio, so not done yet, but is that too dark? It almost looks too dark. And then that looks too bright. Oh well. Tell me what you guys think. You guys seeing the fat loss? I don't believe Megan. I think Megan lies to me. Do you see it, Megan?
I told you yes.
Where?
What do you mean where?
Where do you see the fat loss? You probably see the weight loss in my muscles. There?
Right here, right here.
Back there?
Yeah, right here. You really don't see it? And you,
Well, I can't
feel
see
like
right
you
now.
lost some around here.
Well, you can't really see my back, so maybe right there. Right there where my lats are. See, I can't tell if that's just fat or if that's definition coming in. Can you tell? Is that the lats, is that fat or is that definition coming in? Where my lats are.
I think it's more defined.
But anyways, pretty good pump. Like not the best pump, but for being in a cut, feels pretty good. But I'm gonna go ahead and go do cardio and then I'll catch up with you guys later in the truck camper. I think I'm gonna try to get the van fixed and I'm gonna start doing some more van camping content as well. Go out and take the van out, but I gotta fix it myself, which is not an easy thing to do. But so I did I warmed up for 4 sets. Then I did 3 heavy sets on the incline bench. And then I did 4 really heavy sets on the pec flies. And I felt like that's all I needed to do. I feel pretty good. So for me to recover and hit the next chest day, I just have to bring it down a little bit just so then I have enough time to recover because I don't have a lot of carbs, a lot of food in my system, so it's harder for me to recover. But I think I am going to switch to probably here eventually a upper and lower split, and then take multiple rest days to really help my calf. And then I'm going to start going and getting deep tissue massages on my calf. I got to do that to really help that. So it was really good to see the doctor today and give me some of the insights on that stuff. But pretty good workout. Veins are starting to pop a little bit more as well. So I'm excited. We're on the right track. So I'm excited to see where we will be, come Halloween. But I'll catch up with you guys here in a little bit. Well, it's to the end of the day now and getting ready for bed, but getting pretty tired. But what I was going to really kind of talk about is just with anything, especially with the gym, the more you put in it, the more you get out of it. And then I always say that with like when I was helping a friend, and she's just like, "Oh, I see these TikToks where these girls are like, oh, well, you're gonna get too bulky if you go too heavy, and less is more." And it's like, no, I swear, working out is the only place you'll. The gym and gym content is the only place that you'll see where people are like, less is more. It's ridiculous. Like Rich Piana said it best. The more you put in it, the more you're gonna get out of it. And it's 100% true with everything. Your social media, your job, like school, whatever it is, right? Gaming, the more you put in it, the more you're going to get out of it. So when people sit there and go, oh, well, less is more and you should train, blah, 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 and I don't want to get too bulky. And like, I'm showing her how to work out, and she's just like, well, I just don't want to look like one of those girls bodybuilders that like they start looking manly. And I'm like, you have to be training for like 6, 7 years consistently and taking steroids. Like, what is up with these like TikTok girls who put it in other girls' minds of like, you're gonna get too bulky? You're not gonna get like it's really hard to get bulky. Like, what are you talking about? And then she's like, well, I just want to tone. There's no such thing as just toning. Like you either gain muscle and lose fat, or you know what I mean, or you just get skinny fat, and because you didn't lift good enough. Like, that's what it is. So I don't know, I guess I get frustrated with these TikTokers that are saying all this like ridiculous stuff for just likes and views instead of just sticking to, because like the truth is boring. There's no secret, guys. If you want to freaking get big and huge, you got to go hard and get hard. You got to be consistent with your dieting, training, everything. And can steroids help you get there a little bit quicker? Yes, but that doesn't mean you can't just skip that whole part, right? You still got to freaking train hard, put a lot into it with everything, like your diet, your training, your recovery, your sleep, your hydration. You have to put so much work into it. And the more work you put into it, the better the results you're going to get, with or without steroids. Steroids just kind of push you against that limit and get you there quicker, or get you like way crazy extreme. But I don't know. Whatever. But if you guys want to listen to people that are just like, oh, well, you're just going too hard. No, you're not going too hard. Like, push yourself past failure. Do it. Just do it. Well, I'm going to sit here and lay like this and go to sleep. I'm just gonna fall asleep on camera like this, and maybe play some. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna watch YouTube or play some games yet. I probably should just honestly turn all the lights off and be in complete darkness, and just try to get some sleep instead of like, I don't know. I thought about playing Farm Simulator or Helldivers 2 or Fortnite or Mario Party, but Mario Party pisses me off. I don't know. I keep losing. But anyways, that's probably gonna be it for today's video. I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Good night.